South Florida one, Gold TA 70s chick here, and I've got a very interesting album review for today. It's an obscure band who only released one album that nobody's probably ever heard of in their life. But you know me, I go digging into the vaults, and when I find something I like, I always download it or purchase it. But it's a band called July. And look at that cover. Oh my God. Look at this. That is so weird. Anyway, enough of that. There's the enough of the whatever you call it. God, I'm such an airhead. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read some of the liner notes here that tells about the story of it and where they originated from. Pardon me, it's a hot Florida day as usual, and we're expecting a hurricane. I'm praying that we just get the tail end and it's just wind. But anyway, this is a band who their only album that came out in 1968, the year I was born, and the lead singer Tom Newman. There's the mods. They look like mods, and they are a British group. So the lead singer Tom Newman, quote, "I sang like a complete prick, a quivery, frightened little jerk. It's totally obvious to me why our LP didn't impress anyone. It's fucking terrible compared to what we were capable of. Tread softly on our dreams, Tom. While it's abundantly clear that July's frontman considered it to be little more than faintly embarrassing juvenilia, the group's self-titled album is, as far as genre enthusiasts are concerned, one of the pinnacle achievements of the UK psychedelic era, mixing the ambition and experimentation of Sgt. Pepper with the lo-fi charm and endearing garbage brand artlessness," which it does. It's a fantastic album. And I notice a lot of people who are critical of themselves or what they do, a lot of them, they produce the best work. And a lot of them don't think it's that great. And they couldn't be more wrong. So anyway, it was appropriate enough July 1968 when the July album emerged, blinking into the sunlight. But even psychedelic masterpieces tended to be the artistic culmination of a lengthy and varied musical apprenticeship rather than the result of sudden blinding flash of spirit of the age, enlightenment and inspiration, which is true. Sometimes they do one band influences the other, and so on and so forth. But there's a mixed bag here, definitely. And I'm going to go down each individual song as my opinion and what I feel what I feel either like the singing is compared to or the music, so on and so forth. But anyway, if you can see, here's a lot of the marquees and the billboards of all different bands they perform with. Pink Floyd coming into scene. The original lead singer was Syd Barrett, who left the band after 2 albums. He was so acided out. He was so burnt out. He actually picked up his guitar. He couldn't pick up his guitar because he saw this green and red and black snake. He was so gone. But anyway, let's see what else does it say here. Lead singer Tom Newman also wrote the tune, which is sort of Eastern Hollies, which is called My Clown, which is my favorite. He's obviously a newcomer of talent, and this is just strange enough to catch the attention of DJs and fans. And here, another one of My Clown. Listen carefully to My Clown by July and see if you can figure out what creates all the offbeat sound effects. I can't provide the answer, but the production should create a lot of controversy. Song was written by July member Tom Newman and will be followed up soon by an LP of 12 original tracks. Certainly they have a bit of an African influence. One of the songs, you will see that, seeping through, a souvenir of their times working in Tangier, and Spanish sounds too. Well worth that aforementioned careful listen. Speaking of, let's go down the songs now. Hello, Blaze Gaming. Glad to see you here. And I told a couple of my friends that I'd be on, and maybe they've disappeared somewhere. Maybe they had stuff to do, but that's okay. We will go on. Oh, here's My Clown.
say you don't need me, now I'm not around. I think you receive me.
What a good way to start the album. I have to turn it up super loud so you all can hear it, because it's super loud on my end, but every time I go back to play it and I listen, I'm like, I can't even hear it. So hopefully everybody can get... Let's see, hold on. There's a musical part here that I like. This. I like it sounds like... Sorry, I'm just weird. Okay, the next song is called Dandelion Seeds, and it has a Creedence Clearwater type intro, and then the tempo changes. Here, let's hear it. A lot like Creedence. This keeps up to about maybe a minute and a half. Then the tempo changes to more kind of head bopping.
Never seem to care.
This is an awesome album. You can look it up. You can buy it on Amazon. That's where I got this from. You can also download it on YouTube. Here we go. Kind of has this boppy, this head bopping song.
Flying to the sun.
Yeah, this one has 12 songs on it, and there's also some of the bonus tracks, which are really just single versions. And a lot of the bonus tracks on most albums are unnecessary, but I guess they're for completists, like heavy fans of bands that would like to hear other outtakes. And sometimes they might have bonus songs that were left off. Some of them might be good, some of them bad, and some of them that you wonder, why didn't they keep this on the album? So that's Dandelion. And the next one is called Jolly Mary, which in the beginning I wasn't impressed. I'm like, oh, this sounds a little too poppy for me. But if you go on and listen, it reminds you of the psychedelic-based 70s kid shows like H.R. Puffenstuff and the like. You'll see what I mean here. Okay, let's go to Jolly Mary.
Line up on the right and pay for your tickets on the boat today. The Jolly Mary sails today. Oh, yeah, the Jolly Mary sails today. Everybody's welcome aboard. No matter what.
Well, I'm listening to it. It reminds me of...
The mate's picnic series. Been working on the boat for years. Mary is a very fine boat. She's the finest boat of
Yes, definitely H.R. Puffenstuff. Witchy Pooh flying on her broom.
A smashing little heart.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. It's too bad my friend Lady Peeps isn't on. She's from the UK. She would think this was a hoot. The Jolly Mary sails today. And then finest cook.
She's the finest butterfly. She's a super duper clown.
A super duper.
A smashing little boat.
Smashing little boat. The next one is called Hello to Me. Okay, let's see what Hello to Me. I love a lot of this, though, CD, you'll notice, if you're familiar with early Pink Floyd with Syd Barrett, that's kind of what a lot of this music sounds like, and it reminds me of. Hello, hello. And if you notice in the album, the first album by Pink Floyd called The Piper at the Gates of Dawn, they have a song, I think it's called Flaming. It was sitting on a unicorn or riding on a unicorn. Yippee! Sid Barrett. Oh my goodness. Okay, next song is called You Missed, what is it called? You Missed It All. And it has like a calypso beat, like a psychedelic kind of calypso. And the lead singer dubbed in some white noise in the back. What he said he did is he made, let me read exactly what the liner notes says. He says, you missed it all. He says, Alan James reminisces. Oh, it was Mike Ross. It wasn't lead singer. Mike Ross was very keen to experiment, and he was trying to show us how to get white noise by hanging a microphone out the window. It was fairly early in the morning on a Sunday, and so the back streets were fairly quiet. Suddenly, though, someone got out of his car and slammed the door very loudly. Mike told us we'd have to take it out, but we just said, no, leave it in. If you listen to the opening first 20 seconds or so of that track, you can hear the car door slam followed by a bit of cough, and which I can hear, but you probably won't be able to hear because it's kind of, it's in the background. And you'll hear some of the vocals that sound like Ray Davies of the Kinks. Here we go. Psychedelic calypso. I can hear the street noise. Then there's the car. Then there's cough. I heard it. You probably didn't, but my good friend, who's a scam baiter, he called himself Cynthia. There's the Kinks. There's Ray Davies right there. Anyway, my friend, he has a scam baiting channel you might want to check out if you're into scam baiting. What happens is he's got a following where he goes on every Saturday afternoon at 1 p.m., depending on where you are. On the East Coast here, it's 1 p.m. He's all the way in Seattle, so it's 10 a.m. He's the one who encourages me to go live more than make videos. But the thing is, I've got this video recording this software. When I do videos, you can hear the music better. So I might even alternate between videos and live. Who knows? I've got all these ideas in my head. But anyway, check out his channel. It's Cintia. If you look for him, if you like to listen to him, you'll see the thumbnail, and it shows where he's on his side. He's falling off of his chair. He had this very unstable. I remember when he first started scam baiting in 2016, he had that called the squeaky chair. But anyway, on to the next song, and it's called The Way. And it has sitar, like Indian music. And it has what sounds like a teenager singer or a kid. And you think to yourself, hey, where's the hemp? Here it is. Sounds like a kid. Where's the hemp? Indian hemp. Even when you're 21, you got to see the sun. You can't live within yourself. Wow, I think. You wonder where, you sometimes wonder a lot of the lyrics, or a lot of the music, not so much the music, but the lyrics. You wonder if people, concrete clouds go by, and you wonder where they get the lyrics. Were they on acid when they wrote them, or are they just that creative? I'm supposed to be a creative genius and a poet. I'm a Pisces, but I can't write poetry to save my life. I mean, I can think of funny things to write based on maybe around a person I know, or their mannerisms or songs or music. I can come up, but it's like I can't just come up with it right on the spot. Something's got to influence me. And sometimes I hate being intuitive because, I hate being different. I really do. I know some people say, why? Well, because no one understands you. But anyway, I enjoy what I'm doing, so you know what, everybody can kiss my you-know-what. Okay, this one's called To Be Free, and it's a pop rocker with the Beatles-like piano. Here we go. It's got a Beatles feel, like a Sgt. Pepper feel. And then the piano comes up and it sounds a lot Beatles-esque. And gosh, 2 Beatles are left, Ringo and Paul, and you wonder which one's gonna go next. Oh, Lady Madonna. Love that piano. Yes, like I said, I wonder you wonder which one's going to go next. I have a feeling, for some reason, I have a feeling it's going to be Ringo. Paul is just like, I don't know, he's very ubiquitous, whatever that word is, but he's like everywhere. My favorite Beatles, unfortunately, are the ones that are dead, John and George. Paul was my favorite for a while, but he's too, everybody likes him. So I'm more of an iconoclast. I usually like whatever people, the general public, doesn't really get into or care for. But let's see, the next one is called Move On, Sweet Flower, and you'll see why. It tells a tale of, obviously, a guy that's gloomy. His day before was nice, and this day's not so nice. But if you listen, there's a sound of people, like kids or everybody happy, like at a carnival or beach. And the music kind of reminds you of a serial killer stalking them. You'll see. Spooky. Very ominous.
Your day is done, see. I'm the bad one, it's true.
I'm the bad one, it's true.
Yesterday was good fun.
Yesterday was good fun.
Move on, sweet flower, you know.
Yeah, move on, sweet flower. So yeah, you can see how dark that sounds. Like it does. It's like a serial killer stalking kids at a park, and his moods are obviously up and down. So, next song is called "Crying." Crying is for writers, and this one has a Syd Barrett-like style and vocals, and I love the intro, and it has a bit of rock. As you can see, this CD, this album is a mixed bag, and which is nice because it keeps everything interesting. A lot of bands really in the last decade or so. Well, when music was still good, like some of the 90s bands were okay, like, Metallica and all that. They had good songs, but a lot of those bands tend to sound the same. Like AC/DC, I love the early AC/DC with Bon Scott. After Brian Johnson came on the forefront, they had a lot of good stuff, but it's like they put out the same album every time. My one album I like by them, though, that's the Brian Johnson repertoire, the Brian Johnson lineup, was The Razor's Edge. I love Thunderstruck. When I first heard it on the radio, I'm like, man, his voice is shot. But anyway, let's go on to the next song, which is called I See, like I See. This has a Syd Barrett-like vocals.
Been convinced to try to write the story of his life.
Definitely Syd Barrett-like.
Working all day,
then it turns into rock.
What was there to say? What was there to write?
I'll take my glasses off. I can see from here. Nice guitar. I love how they use that. Yeah, that's called I See. A lot of, I love the titles of these. My Clown, Dandelion Seeds, Jolly Mary, Hollow to Me, You Missed It All, The Way, To Be Free, Move On Little Flower, Sweet Flower, Crying, I See. We got 2 more left. This one's called Friendly Man. This is the only song on the album that I think is, oh no, actually, where am I? Is this I See? No, that's Crying. What am I doing here? This is Crying is for Writers. I See. Okay. Why did I put... Why did I say I See is remarkable but good? This wasn't unremarkable. I don't know. I'm so mixed up today. Oh no, I still had Crying as for Writers on. This is I See. I got it mixed up. I must have hit number 9 by mistake and went backwards. Sorry about that. This is I See. I am so sorry. Anyway, yeah, we have 2 songs left. Next one is called Friendly Man, and it sounds like this band that was came out like in the late 60s. It was called Love. They had a song, their only hit song was called 7 and 7 Is, and that's the only one that made the top 40. And it's kind of like surf punk a little bit, like psychedelic surf punk. And it's a really cool song. It's called 7 and 7 Is. And the lead singer, Arthur Lee, the next one sounds like him. And here, okay, we're on. You'll hear the vocals and I'll show you what I mean. See, the guitar sounds a lot like Love. And it's not the singer, Arthur Lee, it sounds like. It's like the band. I'm sorry. Gosh, I'm really off track today. Pardon me. I'm derailing a little bit. I got to come back. I got a flat tire. It's going low. I got to pull over and inflate it. So, yeah. This is the one that sounds like the band Love. And Arthur Lee, you listen to him in the beginning and you don't know he was black, actually. He didn't. But later on, as his vocals, as some of his albums, you can tell, he sounds more. In the beginning, he sounded like your typical, white guy. Not to be racist, but sorry. And another thing, of course, the disclaimer, I don't own the rights to any of these music here. And now the very last one is called A Bird Lived, which is interesting because the lyrics show that they're at a bar wanting to get drinks. Then all of a sudden it goes into space about a bird being caged, flies from its cage, and then it goes back into a rocker. And I love the way they say bird at the end. Bird. Like the British. Oh, here's the guitar. Fuzz tone. Okay, last song called A Bird Lived. Here we go. I take ice, how about you? Move over to my seat. The waiter's here. Drinking at a bar, and then I love the music. Like I said, you'll hear the fast forward. There we go. Once upon a time, a bird lived in a gilded cage. You know that. All at once, the door was open wide. Step inside. And then it rocks. Come into a rocker again. And I gotta find where they say bird. Little bird. A little bird. A bud lived. You probably can't hear it, but there's the tweeting. You can't hear how they say a bird lived. It fades in the background, kind of, but all right, let me turn this off. All right, well, that's the end of that. Tell me your thoughts, everybody, on this. Like I said, it's you know, this album, the songs, it has so many facets, which keeps everything interesting, like I said. And, you know, no wonder they call it psychedelic due to the tempo changes and fuzz tone and just spacey lyrics. I mean, and you know, it really makes for a real, not so much a trip, well, like a trip and a journey, really, to me. But anyway, yeah, definitely give this album a spin, or the CD rather. Like I said, you can get it on Amazon. Just look up, put in July CD, and then look, and you'll find this cover. They have it in vinyl as well. If you're a vinyl phobe and you have still have a turntable, because vinyl actually is coming back. It's amazing how everything goes. It's like you spend money, and then everything comes right back to right back in style. So it's. But anyway, that'll do for today. And check this out. And once again, I am your Gold TA 70s chick. Please like, subscribe, and give a thumbs up to this video and hit the notification button. I do album reviews every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So everybody have a wonderful Friday and have a good weekend. And I will see you again Monday. Peace out.